Pisces. Let's see what's going on. Divine, may I have three best cards for Pisces energy, please? All right, so you have Temperance in the recent past, Justice at present, and then the Five of Swords in reverse coming in. Four of Swords is the outlier. We'll see how this is connected to this energy, but definitely in a state of mental, trying to make a decision is what it feels like here. And Justice card in the reverse at present, off the top, would indicate that you haven't found the proper solution yet to whatever's out of balance or whatever you're trying to make a decision about. Now, the Temperance in the recent past is a moment of where you lost your patience regarding the situation that we're talking about. So let's see, Pisces. Okay, so you have the Sun, Page of Wands, both in reverse, and then the Emperor. It seems like you really thought you had found, you were getting what you were going to get what you wanted or what you deserved in a situation recently in your recent past. The Page of Wands is though where your way was blocked or your path was blocked or someone put an obstacle there or just took it off the table altogether. And this is what made you lose patience. Now, this Emperor here in the upright would seem to be the culprit because the Sun card is in reverse. I mean, whatever was going to go on for you is going to make you very happy, give you a great deal of happiness. So let's see what's going on with this Emperor, please. Divine. Strength upright, Ace of Swords, and then the Knight of Swords. So with this Emperor, it looks like there was an energy of you guys working things out. But it's coming at a cost to you. Now, the Strength card is here where you're not ready to, like the spirit is willing, right? And you really are determined with this Five of Pentacles in reverse that you guys are going to move this situation forward. Whatever we're here talking about, it's got to go forward. However, the Ace of Swords being here and then jumping right to the Knight of Swords, there's a lot of information missing here between these two. And that's what the conversation needs to be. Like they need to tell you more about, you need to know more about this. And the Ace of Swords is also, I feel like you awakening to that mentally. Like, I need to know more. I just can't go blindly into this. Although you really want to, trust this person representing Emperor, but, trust but verify. Okay. Justice card in reverse at present. What's going on? So we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, and then the Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, see, this Emperor energy is trying to get you to kind of maybe go against your intuitive leadings. Like something you may have said something like, in short, something feels off about this, right? In regards to what we're here talking about, something feels off about it, and you voice that to this Emperor, right? And that was your truth in that moment. But the Knight of Swords is here where whatever the conversation was that came back about it, it made you a little bit more defensive, but you were determined because this Emperor has a reputation or a history of being a bit brusque, short, authoritarian. And that's part of dealing with them. However, this Two of Pentacles in reverse is where there is a decision that you've made in terms of your standards and your boundaries and how you want to be treated by anyone, no matter what their status is in society. At basics, we're all human beings, and there are certain ways we're going to walk and talk and deal with each other, at least on my planet. So the high priestess being in reverse, though, is where I feel like this person is trying to get you to kind of not rely so much on one of your core strengths spiritually and intuitively is your connection to the divine energy within you and the divine. They're saying to you stuff like, well, that's not what applies here. This is about real world stuff. This is about being practical. This is about being smart. This is about being, so is spirituality. What we talking about, huh? So this three of wands in reverse is where they're asking you to not look for something better coming in. This is the best. This is everything that you need. This situation is everything that you need. I'm everything that you need. Like, just close the book. We're done here. There's nothing else to learn. There's nothing more to read. Like, let's see. Why is this three of wands here in reverse? Yeah, nine of swords, king of swords upright. The masculine energy keeps like trying to stand and look like they're above boards and really acting on your behalf, but there's so much shadow energy coming in, these reversals around it. Like things aren't what they seem. I'm not saying that this person is a dastardly derelict and no shit like that, but they sure don't want the left hand to know what the right hand is doing. Shit, I don't even know if they know. You know, somebody's got so much shit going on, they don't even know what the fuck they got going on. Did you say last week it was, oh shit, I did, I'm so sorry, like that type of thing? Like you telling so many stories and shit. You improv in the lies. Like you don't even know what you said because you're doing this shit on improv, on impulse. This nine of swords is like they're very, very keen on getting you to like all these intuitive leadings. Don't pay attention to the high priestess energy, the divine energy within you telling you no. Nine of swords, don't be anxious or worried about anything. Everything is fine because I'm telling you everything is fine. Chariot card here, no, don't worry about Jesus taking the wheel. This is real world stuff. This is practical stuff. Your spiritual woo-woo stuff doesn't apply here. What the? The woo-woo is the very fabric of life. So, yeah, no. Now, this could be their approach to life or whatever. We're not judging this person's belief system. I'm not saying that. But at the same time, don't try to come in and tell me this is how let me navigate the world based on mine like you navigate yours. Don't be doing that. Five of swords in reverse. Why is it here, divine? The energy coming in. Ten of wands. Oh. Knight of Pentacles, and then the Nine of Cups. Why is this, who is this Nine of Cups pertaining to? Okay, let's read this here for a second. This Ten of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. This is what they're expecting from you, but this is what you're going to have to give to yourself. Let's talk about it. This Ten of Wands is going to be very difficult for you to outmaneuver at first this Emperor, King of Swords person. It feels like it's one person. They're bombarding you with a couple of things. One is that they stand as emperor, so just their reputation alone is like overpowering, very authoritative, right? But then this King of Swords is dealing with them in action, and they're very persuasive in their speech. Okay. They have a strong influence, and they have a lot of things to sort of back up what they're saying because it looks like they have achieved all these different things. But remember, we don't know the details of the finance of the minutia of the details. We don't know who's paying the bills. You never know who's paying the bills. Not to say that this person is not, just saying we don't know how or why or who is paying their bills. Furthermore, it's really none of our business anyway. What we have to make sure of is that we're not making decisions that would cause us to be one of the people helping pay their bills, because you got your own bills to pay, right? Okay. I hope that makes sense. Now, when we get to this Ten of Wands energy in terms of you and boundaries, it's because it's going to be very difficult for you to stand up to all this person is projecting and is perceived to be and tell them no. Just a simple no, I don't really want to get involved. I don't want to do this. And the Knight of Pentacles energy is about you staying, remaining steadfast and loyal to the path that you are on. And how this person is coming in and distorting your wavelength to the point that they're trying to disconnect you from your path and your type and the timeline that you're on in order to bring you over to wherever they're vibing at and do work for them. You're going to potentially leave your whole progress it's going to become stagnant because you won't be able to their pull is so strong. You won't be able to do both, which in a normal relationship you would have room for that. In a normal connection you would have room for that, because you're providing assistance to. This person's energy is very different. They get people to do the work for them. Their trick is like, I'm providing you all the resources, and this is what you're going to get out of it for doing this for me, but I just can't seem to, that type of thing. Hence, making sure you're not working to pay their bills, right? The Nine of Cups is here is stating that when you do this, the individual happiness and emotional confidence and strength that you're going to gain from making this choice will then let you know that you really are doing your work, that everything that you've put yourself through and come through and cried through and walked through and wrote through has brought you to a place where you can really protect yourself against all odds. In reverse, in terms of how this person is moving, this is all they want you to do. They want you to do all the damn work, stay loyal to them, and they gonna be the ones taking home the happiness and spoils while you sitting there crying about, the fact that you doing the shit at all. Like, that's the reverse. Now, clarifying this Nine of Cups and the Seven of Wands in reverse and the Devil. That's what they want. They want you to let down your defenses, let your guard down, and see how the devil looming, but you doing the work. And they got their little people keeping an eye on that. Okay. So this Four of Swords is now where you're like this bird eye view above all of it. And now you have a clearer picture. Now you can create the strategy, what you want to do. It's yours to call. You know how the divine does that. It's yours to call, but I'm letting you know this. If you go this path, if you go that path, either way, I got you. Now, I'm not going to be, as active as you want me to be on one of them paths, but at the same time, I'm not going to leave you. I'm going to be right there when you stumble, you ain't going to fall. I got you. But at the same time, we go this path, it's going to suck a little bit at first, but then once you come out that little fog or that little dark space, you come into that light, it's going to be so beautiful. The view going to be so gorgeous, you're going to forget that you even had a problem at all. All right. Pisces, let's see. Intention. There we go. Divine, don't be playing. Say that magic phrase. Get you over the hump. You know the one. Set the intention the whole way through. All right. Don't worry about wavering. If you stumble, you will not fall. Divine got your back right there. All right. That is the session, my dear Pisces. I do hope it was of assistance to you. And do remember that back then is not now. Always be in harmony with your surroundings. Stay sucker free. Hope to see you again.